Welcome back to Closing Bell on the 17th of September on a Thursday. And today, the market's been on a sell-off. Regardless if it's on the Nasdaq tech stocks or the Dow Jones Index industrial stocks, everything's on a sell-off. If you look, Lululemon's gone from 400 to 300 in the last few weeks. Adobe has dropped from 500 to 460. Apple has dropped all the way to $109. Shopify has dropped as low as 850. Microsoft is touching 200. Facebook is about 250. Oh my god, those are absolute bargains, guys. Bargains. But the bargains only if you're referring to the last quarter earnings. But today we're standing on a different platform. Today they're over expensive. If you're standing on the platform thinking, what if the Fed or the government in the US don't give you any more stimulus check? No more stimulus, no more support, no more quantitative easing, maybe they're reducing it. So that was what was missing from the Fed's discussion yesterday. That was what the sell-off is about. The markets, the investors are throwing their toys out of the pram. They're going, poof. We're standing here, we're selling off. We're not getting any confidence what we're going to happen to the market. That's why it's on a sell-off. If you look on the chart here, on the US tech, using my Fibonacci method, not my Fibonacci method, my view on Fibonacci method, we are sitting on the 11056. You can see that buy line. We are standing there on the support line. We're teasing the support line. Is it going to break through? It's been teased for the last 10 days. It's not breaking through, it bounced up, breaking. It's teasing. If you can see the bundle, they're all lined up there. That's teasing. If nothing happens, if the tech still doesn't show, if the Feds or the government doesn't show any more support, the techs will fall. That floor will fall through, and we are looking at about another 10% drop to the next 102 on the Nasdaq. But if anything, everything goes well, we might bounce up. But that is the fear. We are at the point where the techs. That's why this morning I am asking everybody to go to rotation stock. Rotate to recovery stock. It'll be far safer because it's on the low and there's not much more fall that you can go from there. So what is this rotation stock, Alex? I keep talking about rotation stock. But before that, let me bring up a chart. Let me bring up Dow Jones Index here, okay? If you see on the Dow Jones Index, okay, you can see there's a strong support line at 27,800. A strong support line. I drew the support line at 27. It's like a buy point. It's like everybody's buying there. The 4 days streak of buying. But there's an upside of Dow Jones to 307, meaning 30,700. There's a good 10% upside if the Fed pumps in more stimulus, if COVID starts reducing in future, and if people start going to work, industrial starts getting back to work, getting back to productivity again, we might see a potential upside. But at the moment, we're standing at the support. If we don't see any stimulus support, then it will break, just like the Nasdaq, which I've shown you. It might break to as low as 25,960. That's how I see it. That's how my speculation is. So if we're feeling positive, let's say, Alex, let's go on the upside. What is this rotation stock? You spoke about it. Can I see more? So today I've shown this chart here. Boom. I've just gone on Wikipedia. I type in Dow Jones Index, the most weighted stocks up here. And I put in red boxes on what I think is a rotation stock, just to help you guys. So if you guys want to pause at this point and take a snapshot, print it out. So I've put in red boxes on the likes of United Health Group, Home Depot, moving down, my favorite, McDonald's. Boeing is cheap. If the plane starts flying, if they get back into business again. Honeywell, that's my favorite one. I bought Honeywell today. 3M, Johnson & Johnson, Caterpillar, they're really down just now, but if mining starts coming up again. Procter & Gamble, they've been a winner, but they could go further if restaurants and pubs and all starts opening up slowly and they start using the consumable goods. Walt Disney, I know Hong Kong's been shut down and US has been open. If things starts opening up, people start going back to Walt Disney. They're moving on. Chevron, oil is on the low. Chevron is low just now. If you've got no oil stock, think about a 6% dividend. And then Dow Inc. These are the ones that I've highlighted in the red box, which I think could be a potential recovery rotation stocks that you could consider. So this is how I look at things. This is how I visualize it. So we are standing at a crossroad, guys. I'm not saying that we're going to go up tomorrow 10%. We are standing at a crossroad of, investors are thinking, we at a crossroad, we could go down further. We could go to the next floor down, guys. We could go next floor down if you don't see any support. Or if we see some support, we'll be going up. So it's hard to decide whether you should be in the game for the upside or should be taking profit. It's a really, really hard dilemma. It's a hard dilemma. But again, I've emphasized you need a diversified portfolio. Do not just go purely on tech. Tech has done well in the last few months, but then think of outside the box. And again, I've seen comments, I do not want you guys to start selling off all your tax. No, take profits of what you can afford. Like for me personally, I'm going to share me, okay? I've taken profits off Fastly. I've taken a bit off Uber. I may take more Uber off. I'm not touching Apple. I'm not touching Nvidia. I want to buy Adobe, but I do not want to get into much Adobe. I'm keeping my Amazon. I'm contemplating whether I should sell Facebook. So that is where I am. I'm sat all day today trying to think, what should I give up? It's very hard. It's like trying to give up your kids that you've seen them grow up. But sometimes, unless you've got cash saved, unless you can raise cash easily. So that's a different question. So I'm planting that seed in your head today. And hopefully keeps you thinking and gives you an idea why is the sell-off, gives you an idea what the traders are thinking, what the investors are thinking, what the institutional folks are thinking. Things goes up, must come down. But if they come down too low, they will again go up again. So this is me on Closing Bell today, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Ta-da!